DougGhost556 with Gear Layering Part 3, Layer 2. Okay, I want to first thank everybody that's emailed me and befriended me and subscribed to my site. I can't go into all the names and the people right now. I wish I could remember it all. I should have wrote it down. But I appreciate your support, and I appreciate some of the comments. And I enjoy doing these videos. It's really cool. I never thought I'd be doing it. But anyways, to where I want to go into is my Layer 2 of my gear layering. Now, I got an email from somebody that asked me, okay, do you carry that EDC on your Layer 1? Does your EDC go with you out in the woods or non-urban environments? Yes, it does. It does go with me because a lot of that tool can overlap into what I need it to in wilderness or non-urban environments. Now remember, when I'm going through this Layer 2, I still have my EDC on. I still have all that stuff with me. So keep that in mind when I'm showing you a few of these things that I carry with me during this process. And I want to tell you that some of this I carry with me and some of it I don't. Depending on where I'm going, what time of the year it is, what kind of weather is to be expected. I generally try to look at the weather forecast a few days in advance and try to gauge, what I need to carry when I want in my Layer 2. Of course, I'm going to be carrying other stuff with me, like in my main pack and everything else. But like I said, this is something that I carry with me all times, and it gives me my three main resources. Fire, means of purifying and filtering water, and shelter. Okay, now with this, I want to say this is not a survival kit. Okay, you can add a survival kit into this if you want. This is just a base layer for my three essentials, and everything else revolves around those three essentials, because a survival kit's not going to do any good unless you're alive to use it. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start showing you some of the things. Some of you guys are going to think some of the stuff I carry in here is absolute rubbish and garbage, and you have no use for it. And some of you are going to look at it and go, wow, okay, I see and I understand, that's not bad, I carry that in my kit. But this kit is not meant for people that go out there with thinking the intended purpose is exactly what is written on the package or what they've been shown in all these hundreds of YouTube videos on survival. Think outside the box, people. Redundancy. Everything has dual uses. Don't get caught up in tunnel vision thinking a Mylar space blanket is just to wrap up in or to make a lean-to out of. Redundancy. Everything has dual purposes, and you must think outside the box, and that is one aspect of survival that people have to get in the functionality of thinking like. What else can I use this for? Okay, with that being said, I'm going to go into some of the stuff that I have here. Like I said, some of it I carry with me and some of it I don't, depending on what's the situation. First thing I'm going to go into is some of the items that I use for shelter, or my sheltering material. Now, what I have here is an emergency hooded poncho. Like I said, people, these serve more than just a poncho. Think outside the box. You're not going to get anywhere in a survival situation if you're still thinking just regular old Joe Blow, hey, it's an emergency hooded poncho, that's what I can use it for. Emergency Mylar space blankets. And I carry two of the poncho, and I carry two emergency Mylar space blankets. Like I said, people like them, people don't. But I carry two of these. Redundancy, people, think outside the box. Depending on the terrain and where I'm going and what time of year it is, I'll carry the emergency bivy here, which I don't need to tell you the name because I'm sure some of you can read. This has a Mylar inner material, and then it has some type of material on the outside, which I'm not too sure what it is. I think it's some kind of Mylar too. It does not breathe, and you will sweat a lot. But if you're smart and you take care of yourself, you'll know what to do. Zip ties. Plenty of uses for those. 550 cord. This dog's been beat to death. I don't think we need to go into any more of what this stuff can and can't do. This is a 7-strand. Always carry 7-strand. I usually carry 2 contractor's bags, like this. Well, I don't have the other one because I used it for something. I do carry duct tape with me on a roll, but I don't have it because hence the contractor bag and the duct tape were used. Right here, I carry a little bird and trout by Cold Steel. I like it. It's a great little knife. It supplements the other knives that I carry with me on my EDC. Remember, I'm still carrying my EDC when I'm deploying this particular kit. A chem light, enough said. A Gerber. This is a really handy little LED light. Gerber LED 4-lens light. I don't know if you can see it. It's got red, green, blue, and white. I'll go in this little light some other time, and I'll show you guys. This is a really neat little light. You can, if you want, carry a little sterno. Now remember, all this stuff doesn't necessarily have to be carried in the particular manner that I carry. But the sterno's cool. You can use that. You know, that can be a supplement to your heat source. Fire. I'm going to go into this real quick, and I want to explain the criteria for my fire. It has to be water resistant. I don't like to use the word waterproof because that's ridiculous. Nothing is waterproof. It's water resistant. I carry Vaseline, cotton balls, and a mag block. I like this combo. It works for me. I carry water resistant, wind resistant safety boat matches, which burn exceptionally fast and exceptionally hot. I carry the lighter. Now, some of you guys out there are going to catch on to that. Well, that's not water resistant. That can get wet and not work. I carry the lighter because I might not be the only person traveling in the group. I might be one of many. And if I get hurt and somebody does not know how to use the cotton balls and mag block, which a lot of people don't, or know how to prepare a fire in order for it to get started with those, they don't. I don't want somebody using my lifeboat matches because, like I said, they burn very quick. That's one thing no one ever mentions on these videos, is these matches burn very quick, but they burn very intensive. You don't have your tinder and your kindling and everything set up right, and you have your source of fire material readily available, you can wind up going through these matches very quick, and a lot of people don't know that. The lighter. Everyone knows how to use a lighter, and everyone is pretty proficient at using a lighter. 5-year-olds burn down houses all the time. They know how to do it, so can an adult. That's why I carry the lighter, is because it's a very familiar item, and a person with a skill level that's not adapted to using these other two methods can employ this lighter to start a fire. So it's a little bit of a comfort. They know how to see it. They might get into these kits and see everything's alien to them. They can't see it, but once they see fire, which is one of the most important elements of any kit, they're going to say, I know how to use a lighter. And that's going to build a small bit of confidence. This may or may not be true. I don't know. I've never taken anybody that's really unskilled out in the field with me. Most of the people I carry are very adept to working and operating in environments that are, you know, non-urban in nature. I carry some hot hands. These are good. Whoops. These are good in case of hypothermia or just keeping yourself warm. You can stick these by the surface arteries. I'm not going to go into them. If you guys know what they are, you know what they are. If you don't know your major arteries that are close to the surface of the skin, I suggest get a book and learn. Okay, I'm going to go to water, and like I said, I was going to show you, because in my gear layering part 2 that is, I showed you how I carry it. Now, these are some items I carry in the pack themselves. I carry Gerber breast milk bags. Yes, Gerber breast milk bags. You heard it right, and you heard it here. These carry small amounts of water, and they're good. You know, you can carry them. They're pretty, I don't know, they ride around in women's bags and purses or whatnot. I don't know if a woman carries this in their purse or not. I'm kind of ignorant to that. I also carry coffee filters. These are part of the filtration process that you're going to use to filter your water. The other thing is I carry in my pack, or my Maxpedition Versa pack, is it's a GI issue triangular bandage or cravat. Everybody knows this. We all probably have 1,000 uses for this, but part of the filtration process, people. Okay, now some of us go out in the woods and we carry a Nalgene bottle, we carry a Camelback, and that we already readily have a source of water with us that we're carrying. I usually carry this Camelback with me, but if I'm going out and I don't want to carry that and I just got my Nalgene bottle, sometimes I'll take one of these cheap things, but they work. I'll fold it up and put it in a cargo pocket or something like that. Okay, now here's a canteen cup. You can carry that. You know, like I said, you don't have to carry everything in what I carry my level 2 in. You can carry in a haversack, a chest rig, many other ways. Okay, well, I'm going to finish this video up real quick right here, and I'm going to go on to part 2 of this, which I figure is going to be a part 2 because I only take 10-minute videos at a time. And I'm going to address a few things you might have questions for, and then we'll get on to rolling with a few things that I have got concepts and stuff